I said out my tiny mind might be a bit more sweary this season. Well, buckle up.
Hello, welcome to my vlog about football in general and Burnley FC in particular. A vlog that this week is again on its travels away from work, so apologies for the lack of the usual professional high quality video and audio that Out of My Tiny Mind is renowned for. Now, Burnley lost 1-0 to Liverpool yesterday at Turf Moor, but before I get into a quick summary of the game, I was looking around the various reports and so on for the match and reading the comments, and I feel like I owe quite a lot of Liverpool fans an apology. These are some of the just example comments that we've had. Burnley should be ashamed of serving their fans like that. Football won. Burnley must be a really exciting team to follow, and hundreds of comments like that. So, on behalf of Burnley fans, I wish to start this vlog by apologising to those Liverpool fans who made those comments. I am sorry. I'm sorry that our manager had the temerity to come up with a game plan to do the best for the football club that he manages. I'm sorry that we didn't play in a style that let you simply waltz through us at will on the way to a 6-0 win. I'm sorry that we came up with a game plan that nullified not only last year's Premier League champions, but a team that had added £400 million worth of players to it in the summer. I'm sorry with all the advantages that you have, the Champions League money, the carve-out, the TV rights that you negotiated away from the rest of us. The extra Sky money from appearing on live broadcast every other week doesn't simply allow you to buy 3 points. I'm sorry that a player who cost us £500,000 from Stoke managed to stop Mo Salah looking like one of the best players in the world, but I'm pleased for you that Salah still managed to give it the big I am after scoring the penalty. I'm sorry that posting still frames of Leslie Ugachukwu tackle that he didn't get sent off for. But I'm also sorry that your TV feed seems to have mysteriously disappeared just as Conor Bradley went right through the back of Jane Anthony, or I'm sure we'll have seen plenty of still frames of that as well. I'm sorry that we tried. I'm sorry that the game had to be played, what with more important stuff for Liverpool like the Champions League and money-spinning friendlies and building Instagram followings in the Far East. I'm sorry that we tried. I'm sorry that my football club in existence years longer than yours has the temerity to continue to fucking exist and force you to give up 2 hours of a Sunday afternoon. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry, and thank you for listening, and thank you, and also fuck you. Fuck you for your overbearing sense of fucking entitlement, for not only going online to tell us how to play, but how to feel about how this club plays. For a Liverpool club that has fan groups endlessly telling us how it prides itself on solidarity with fellow fans and fellow clubs and speaks for ordinary people, which it does better than other rich clubs, yeah, but try practicing what you fucking preach. And undoubtedly that will have some of the most angry representatives of the Liverpool defence force doing a mini Andre Gray and smashing the report button on YouTube to get this channel closed down. What the hell, that's what you get when you poke a stick at massively self-righteous FC. A club that can't see a storm in the distance without feeling the need to walk through it with their head held high, where struggle is a constant, even if this year's struggle is to integrate their new £125 million signing with their new £110 million forward next to their £65 million winger and alongside their £30 million left back. Oh, God, that felt good. Okay, on to the match. Another heartbreaker, self-inflicted this time. A game that reminded me that of when we mugged Liverpool a few years ago in Klopp's first visit to the Turf, about 2016, except we did get the benefit of a couple of early goals. Kind of funny to read comments online about it being a crap watch, because it was probably a crap watch on TV, but in the ground I thought it was pretty enthralling, intense stuff. Oh yeah, it wasn't about end-to-end chances and free-flowing football. It was about David versus Goliath. It was about Burnley hanging on and Liverpool trying to break us down. The entertainment in the ground came from the tension. It came from the fear, the foreboding, the match itself, which ratcheted up all the way throughout. And along with the slowness of the game, it was a chance to watch everything up close. Every Burnley player was utterly superb. It was a pleasure to watch Kyle Walker defend. He was so smart, he was so clever. Where I sit in the long side upper, I'm on the 18-yard line, And I got to watch him and Cody Gakpo, who is a great world-class player, go at it up close repeatedly. Move, counter-move, tricks and feints, no fouling, no dubious stuff, no gamesmanship. It was a privilege to watch those two players go at it. And that's the sort of thing that can never come across to those armchair fans because the cameras don't pick it up. It's the thing you only ever see when you're in a live football match. Parker's tactics, absolutely spot on. They weren't complicated. Work hard, give no space. When we get the ball, run like fuck down the other end. And it almost worked. It almost worked a few times too. When we did break, up against that high line, when we'd suckered Liverpool forward, we were either 3-on-3, 2-on-2, or actually outmanned them. Now, I've always been a big fan of Virgil van Dijk, but he's definitely creaking a bit at the seams now. But with him and Konate covering for him, we just couldn't take advantage. And interestingly, I thought we tried to open up a bit in the start of the second half, exactly as we did at Old Trafford. But that was kind of like the most wobbly part of the game for us. You know, we basically, I think we had about 5-10 minutes. Liverpool looked like they were going to score even more than they were looking already to go and score. But once we clamped back down again, we looked solid enough. Now, I know people have been complaining about the reffing and giving it the tiresome corrupt song. Give it a break. Give it a break, will you? Use it when it actually means something. Michael Oliver reffed a Premier League referees game. The big club will always get the 50-50s, always. But he was right with the Ugo Chukwu cards, he was right with the Kirkes dive, and he was right with the Conor Bradley tackle. I really did enjoy the sarcastic ovation when he finally gave us a foul, though. That was funny when a crowd does that. And unfortunately, he was right with the penalty. It was clear as day even from the other end of the long side. The only way VAR was bailing us out was if it was outside the box. And I feel for Hannibal, even if he does have that kind of brain fart in him. I think it justified Parker sitting him for this one. He was a red card in waiting. And come to think of it, he got away with a blatant yellow on Szoboszlai. But one of my worries, the lack of midfield depth in the squad meant he had to come on. Slightly surprised it was for Cullen though. If I have one criticism of Parker right now, some of the substitutions are a little bit baffling. Ultimately that was a disappointment, but much better than I expected. And a lot of hope for the future if the players can put these last two games behind them. Because if we play like that for the rest of the season and still get relegated, then the Premier League really is a bloody good league. This team have proved that they can belong and they stick it to the big boys, and I cannot ask for more than that. So, sorry for a short one this week. I'll see you after the Forest game, and in the meantime, up the Clarets.